So you wanted an Apple Ring. Maybe you've been waiting for those leaked specs or that shiny, finalized design render. Well, I've got some bad news and some really interesting news. There is absolutely zero, and I mean zero, concrete info on what this thing actually looks like yet. But something big just shifted in the rumor mill. The leaker Kosatami, you know the one, dropped a post on X that was as short as it was mysterious. They said, quote, "iRing thing under development." Now, why should we care? Because back in October 2024, Mark Gurman over at Bloomberg told us pretty clearly that Apple had hit the brakes on any smart ring project. They weren't making one, and they had no plans to. If this new leak is legit, it means Apple might have quietly hit the restart button. Why would they jump back in? Well, look at the state of the Apple Watch. Sales have been cooling off. We're all holding on to our watches longer, and the upgrade cycles are getting, let's say, a little crusty. Apple needs a fresh product category to get people excited and open their wallets again. But there's a weirder, more technical reason for this: the memory crisis. You've probably heard Tim Cook talking about this AI-driven memory shortage. He called it a 100-year flood, which is basically Apple speak for "we've never seen a disaster like this in 40 years." Every AI company on the planet is currently vacuuming up all the available DRAM and NAND flash for their massive data centers. It's driving component costs through the roof. That's why you're seeing price hikes across the board on Macs, iPads, and even the Apple TV. But a smart ring? It's tiny. It barely needs any memory or storage compared to a full-blown computer. It's basically immune to this supply chain nightmare. It's the perfect way for Apple to launch a new device without getting crushed by these insane component costs. And let's be real, the market is already prepped for it. People have already accepted that a smart ring isn't a cheap impulse buy. The Oura Ring 5 is sitting right there at $399, and that's before you even pay for the monthly subscription. Samsung's Galaxy Ring? Also around the $400 mark. Consumers have already done the heavy lifting. They've decided that $400 for a ring is normal. That gives Apple plenty of runway to drop their version anywhere between $350 and $399, keep their margins fat, and look like a value option compared to the competition. Now, a lot of folks say, hey, wouldn't an Apple Ring just kill the Apple Watch? I really don't think so. It's a completely different crowd. If you buy an Apple Watch, you want the screen, you want the apps buzzing on your wrist, you want to see your workout stats while you're running. You want that connection. A smart ring is for the people who want the opposite of that. It's for the folks who want passive health tracking without the screen addiction. It's distraction-free. For a lot of us, wearing both would actually make sense. They'd complement each other, not fight for your attention. The real problem isn't the Apple Watch. It's Oura. Oura has spent years building a massive, rock-solid patent portfolio. They are very protective of it, too. Just look at the legal slugfest they're currently in with Samsung. It's a total mess. Apple is going to have to be incredibly careful. They can't just slap a sensor in a band and call it a day. They're going to have to spend a ton of time designing around those existing patents, or they'll be tied up in court until the end of time. And here's the kicker. When Apple finally does launch this thing, it's not going to just be another ring that tells you how well you slept. Apple's own patent filings hint that they're looking at spatial computing. Imagine your ring acting as a precise, gesture-based controller for your Vision Pro, your Mac, or even a future pair of Apple smart glasses. You're sitting there, moving your finger, and things are happening on screen. It's a seamless input device. Then you throw in the standard health stuff, heart rate, temperature, sleep tracking, and you've got a real powerhouse. Plus, there's the Apple Tax software advantage. Oura hides a lot of their best data behind a subscription wall. Apple would almost certainly keep your core health data inside the standard health app for free, then use the Ring to pull you deeper into Apple Fitness Plus and Apple One. It's a much smarter ecosystem play. So, when can you buy one? Don't hold your breath. Seriously, stop holding it, you're turning blue. There are 0 supply chain leaks, no manufacturing reports, and absolutely no FCC filings. Those are the breadcrumbs we usually see months before a big launch. Right now, this rumor just means Apple is kicking the tires on the idea again. It's an exploration, not a production run. If they are actually building this, we're probably looking at a launch no earlier than late 2027. Until then, I'll believe it when I see a box. Peace. What do you think? Would you pay $400 for an Apple-branded ring? Or are we hitting peak wearable saturation? Let me know in the comments.